when, and in what way to eat. Now, I had a long discussion with him the first day he came, because he is completely convinced of having raw food, because there are people say we should eat the things the way nature has given us and not destroy the things, because if we are doing something to it, we may destroy its natural inherent quality. This is a logic. There's always a logic to everything. And this is true to a big extent if we look today in what way the people are preparing food. If we cook food in a microwave oven, at don't know how many degrees this microwave oven simulates actually, because there's a very intensive wave, an intensive radiation which simulates a very high heat, naturally everything is gone. And if then the people say by cooking it all the nutritions are gone, they're absolutely right. If you cook in a microwave oven, or if you cook in a pressure cooker, everything you put in pressure cooker where you have high temperature, so that you save your time and maybe your gas also, that the food is readily quickly to eat. Or you buy frozen food in the supermarket, and you just quickly put it in the oven to heat it up and eat it. Now if then somebody says, no, I'm not going to eat it, it's all dead food, I'm eating raw food, he's right. That is dead food, that is absolutely not eatable. One should not use microwave. If you have a microwave oven, I hope you live in the 10th floor, go out on the balcony and draw it out. So that is...
Look that someone is not working.
Yes. Microwave oven should not be used at all for anything. It should not be in the household. It has no use for anything. Absolutely no use. So one should not use it at all.
Even heat up water.
Even heating up water. There is a very nice...
No, I agree. I just...
Yeah,
adding to...
There's a very nice movie, which is actually originally a Russian movie, but I have it in German and in English, but it may be available in Russian language, which is called Water. The title of the movie is Water. And it's more than 2 hours, and they have done a lot of research in Japan and in Russia. There's a lot of scenes from Russia in the movie, from different places where they have done this research. Water is not just H2O. There's, as we know, people from cold countries, they see when snow is falling. No snowflake is ever the same. Millions of snowflakes are falling. If you look at them, they are different. Every snowflake is different from every other snowflake. Now, why is this? Because the water has a magnetic field. The edge is in an angle to the oxygen, and so it creates some different plus, minus, clusters. So it makes all sorts of different clusters. Now what they found out is these clusters change according to the environment. Now if you are in a happy environment, then they look different than if you are in a destructive environment. So, and they have done all these things, putting it in with mobile phones, or putting it in Mozart music, or putting it with this music, or putting it with somebody saying, idiot! Or somebody, oh, I love you, kind of, it's just the different things. And it will give different different crystals, looking ugly or looking beautiful. Now, 70 to 80%, depending on our age, the body is water. So now, you can imagine how much it can change depending in what environment you are and what you do. So water is extremely sensitive. It has memory.
It's like structure.
Yes, it has memory. I have a few lectures from a microbiologist, from some Chinese lady who lives in England. You see, there's this big question. We don't have enough DNA to account for the differences between you and me or between anybody. There are many more differences than DNAs. So this was a big shock when the human gnome project in 2003 was completed. And suddenly they saw that the concept which was postulated by Watson Crick, that whatever is written in the DNA will eventually manifest in the via RNA into the protein soup and on the physiology, so there's no way around it. And that would have worked out if there isn't such a huge amount of DNAs, but there are not. So then where is the difference? Where is the knowledge of differences between your body and my body, or his body and her body? It is in the gap between the DNA somehow in the water. That's what this Chinese lady is trying to explain. So, I mean, that's...
Sorry, I interrupt you. There is a special theory about what is human is. It's a combining of three objects. It's intelligence, water, structured water, and the energy. It's one of the theory, the modern theory.
Okay.
Sorry, I just would like to add you. I'm the convinced follower of the life water, because there are type of water, the dead and the life, with the plus and the minus. Как это называется по-английски кислотность?
Acid water and basic water, basis water.
Oh, alkaline water and acid.
Yes, alkaline and acid water. Two types, because when you produce, always appears two types, alkaline and acid. Alkaline has a high potential, negative type. It's very good for the health because they catch the free radicals and improve the whole kind of organs and the mentality of body, because our internal potential is minus. For example, woman milk has a minus 70 multivolts potential, but normal water has 0 or plus. Plus provoke more free radicals in the body.
No, I'm a chemical engineer,
Okay.
so that's why I'm a little bit not clear what whoever has said that actually means with acid and alkaline. Just chemically speaking, water has is, you see, acidity and alkaline. I mean, if you have it's because alkaline means if I put some soap in and have then there must be something more subtle than what we understand as acid and alkaline from the chemistry point of view. So there must be something more subtle than that.
It's just term, because it doesn't matter what kind of acid or alkaline inside the water. We're talking about the voltage potential of the water, not the alkaline. It's just term.
Yes, that's what I thought. It cannot be just.
Yeah, it's just for the speaking, but physically it's voltage. How big the voltage? Acidity usually has the plus, alkaline minus. What's the most important thing on the water? Not the quantity of the acid or sulfuric. It's just put some lemon inside. It's no, it's nothing. But if you have a negative potential of the water, when you consume that, they catch the free radical, which lost the electron. They add this electron, and the body feel good, because when you eat wrong food, when you think a bad thing, you lost this negative electron from the atom and the molecule. In order to compensate this problem, because it's a reason of the getting old.
Yes, that all is correct, but there's also again Dr. Hari Sharma, he has written a beautiful book, which also is in the library, on free radicals. It's called Freedom from Disease. It's all on free radicals, and everything you say is exactly described there. Only this thing with this water plus minus thing, that is not there.
It's not full knowledge. I just would like to,
Yeah.
if you want to finish, it's just how to say the zero basement in order to improve water, especially for yourself. Because not water okay for everyone. If you drink from one bottle, basically you need to prepare the negative potential. It's will be close to your original structure.
But how you create that water?
Yes.
Then?
After that, when you prepare this, you just need some pray or information in order to correct.
That's what they say in this film. What do you say?
It's not filming. I didn't see this film.
Yeah, but
This is my experience.
Yeah.
Always each morning I prepare this water especially for me. I give some information in order to create the proper structure only for me, not everyone. I just make this and give you. No, this will be wrong water for you. This water only for me.
Okay.
And I prepare and send the information what I needed to get cured or get feel better or something more than feeling of the health and the body. You can create your future in order to give information for the water, drink it, and so. It's my experience. I don't want to give someone else. I have persuasion of this experience.
What they say in Ayurveda is you should keep water in silver or in copper or in gold. You cannot keep in gold.
Yes, it is. It's right.
Keep in such
Silver.
Yes, it depends. It's
Silver,
not only
copper,
the
or
water.
gold.
Eh?
Silver, copper, or gold?
Yes.
It's three types of the water will be. If you keep water in the silver, it will be cured water. If you in the copper, it will be, how to say, sustainable water. In the gold, it's natural water. Because it's a dependent chemical reaction between water and this kind of metals. Yes.
Yes. I mean, definitely, I every morning also drink 1 liter of water, and that water is kept in silver the whole night.
Yes.
Not the whole night, 24 hours.
And
And before, that water is it's 24 hours in copper, and then it's 24 hours in silver, and then I drink it.
Yes, that's right.
So
if you add some stone, special stone, to
yes,
this, it will be the best water. Like, I don't know how to translate in English, I will give you this translation after I make this. And mainly it's, sorry, I don't know translation. I will give you 3 types of the main stone which improve the water to condition which cure body.
Okay. So, definitely water is a big chapter. That is now, okay, it gets back to, we were in Samagni, that we got stuck with the 13 types of Agni, and then Samadhatus means the tissues. There are 7 tissues, we will get to them later. Because the doshas is one thing, the Agni is another thing, the dhatus is a third thing, and then the malas. The malas are the things which have to get out of the body. There are 3 major malas, feces, urine and sweat, and there are small malas like, this thing from the eye or the nail and stuff like that. So these are all malas of different dhatus. So all this has to work properly, in harmony with each other, then one is healthy. So now that's what I said, it is to preserve health and to cure. But first thing is to preserve and then to cure. Okay, so we start tomorrow with this thing. Tomorrow we start with this slide. And go into, this was now the basis, the philosophical basis, and tomorrow we become practical. Go into the details of Ayurveda and go into what the doshas are, and then what are the qualities, and by what we can influence if there's too much of this quality and too little of that quality, what to do. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Yes, okay, I'm close. Yes, and about Turkish chat, you make chat for
You said that
all?
you already gave you information about the
Yeah, I was,
So you can tell them?
yesterday.
Это насчет Яги.
Спросите еще по поводу врача аюрведы.
Also, Swamiji, honey is available? Honey,
Yes.
honey.
I have about 100 kilos. How much you need?
Yes, 100 kilos is good.
Good start, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
И хотите мед или нет?
Мед?
Мед.
Да.
Очень хороший мед у них.
Да.
Да, они здесь местный мед очень
Okay, I
хороший.
would like to try because it's very important for me.
Yeah. And the honey I have is completely untreated. It's raw honey. It's not
Yes,
heated or anything.
raw, especially for
So you can give three for 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I get some. I just have to get the containers from the children. So let me see. Krogol.
Grigol.
But it's written O. You say Grigol, but it's written Krogol.
Grigol.
Grigol.
Гриша. Григол.
Grigol.
It's,
In Russian,
George.
Grisha.
Not Grogol, it's maybe mistake. It's written
it's
Grigol.
G-R-I.
Grigori, right? Grigori, no?
Oh, that means I have written it wrongly.
Grigor.
Какой разница?
Никакой разницы.
Это только для идентификации.
Важно это только ваше сознание, все остальное.
See,
Я сказал, да,
he
важно
said
сознание
about
исцелителя.
Grigol that his in K2 Mahadasha after 2002 it must have become into bad habits of all this drinking and
After
taking drugs.
2002.
Yeah.
Он говорит, что после 2002 года там начинали у вас нехорошие привычки разные. Или раньше еще начали.
Еще раньше.
И раньше, да? Already before, they said already before it started.
Я пил,
Yeah, but it must have been very bad after 2002.
После 2002 там хуже стало.
Ну, наверное, да.
Yes.
Mostly, yes.
And then now he is in Shukra Mahadasha, and now he's in Shukra Rahu, and it's actually not such a good period. Shukra Rahu, because it is.
Гороскоп читать.
Ну, его, да, просто, да, он
Карту.
вчера поговорил с этой настройкой, у нас бьет еще.
Упадет Саша. Плохо держит.
Ну, не понятно.
Now it's Shukra Rahu good.
Там тяжелый момент.
So he was saying once he comes in Shukra Guru, that will be a good period.
But it's 2019, I think.
Yes, September. So about 1.5 years.
После 1,5 года начнется гораздо лучше период, сейчас не такой.
That will be a good period.
А вот что будет.
No, yes,
Что
I
делать
mean,
1,5 года?
it's due to the. It must have. But he said to do. Understand, what he said to do is Durga Saptashati or Durga Saptashloki, for Durga, something for Durga. We can do Durga Saptashati like that. We can do it in the room even, we can do it here. We can sit with the Pandit here and do it. That will be very nice, having it in the room so it doesn't have to come down.
But it's few hours, I think. So.
3 hours, yeah.
То есть это Григол будет
For the
sit
planets, they
and
don't need anything.
No, this is for the sea. This is for the planets. It's not a question what you do for the planet, but he was recommending to do that for because it's Shukra. Shukra is for Shukra you do Durga. Shukra Rahu. It's combined for both of them. This is the best.
So only this he needs to do, just one.
Yeah. He can do. I will ask him whether we should do a Samputi. Samputi means you do a special mantra for a special effect, which you add after every mantra you said of the Durga Saptashati, you add this mantra. That's called a samputi. So that will be even more powerful.
But this is said we need to do once, or we need to do few times, like to repeat it, or one time is enough for now?
No, it is never, one time is never, yes, it's one time, but you can always, or you should always repeat.
No, but then you ask him, because Vishai wants to do what is good, so you
Yes.
ask him to recommend according to today's situation, for whatever time we are here, how many times he recommends to do it,
Okay,
You know.
I will speak to him.
Yeah.
And then, about you, he said it's, you had in Shani Chandra, you will have some tension, and in Shani Mangal, health issues, but as of now, you are in a good period. No, there's not much of a problem.
My biggest problem is over there.
Yeah, I can make out that, yeah. And that, this is, and Paul,
About what you saw on July.
he said to protect from your brother, he said your guru period is good. I mean, you are such in a good period. Guru, but to protect from brother, because it's your Mangal who created that problem.
Mangal is Mars.
Yeah, Mars. And to do some Hanuman Chalisa for this problem with the brother. But you say the brother problem is solved because you are now separate.
Now, yes, it's solved.
It's solved.
I would like to open more possibility for myself and my family. I have now the mentality problem with my brother because it's already gone from my life.
But he is still your brother.
Yes, of course, because my mother asked me all my life, don't let him down, don't forget about him. I promised her all his life, all your family will have salary, money, everything. But please, I don't want to be responsible for his life. It's really bad for me. It's deteriorate my energy.
Now, I tell you, from the Vedic point of view, you are responsible for your children, you are responsible for your parents, you are not responsible for your brother.
Exactly, yes.
It's
Mama asked me.
Yeah, yes, but you're not, your brother isn't, yes, it's good to be in good relation and all that, but you're not responsible. It's not your responsibility,
Yes.
It's not your dharmic duty.
Of course, my inside conviction is